We have assumptions about what school should look like. A classroom, desks, a whiteboard, teacher. A few schools across the North Country turn that on its head. All kids outdoors all day. Nature as the classroom. A woman in the Adirondacks found her way to one of these forest schools, as they're known, and she found it was her calling. That's today's story of the day.
Support for Story of the Day comes from Long Run Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor in Lake Placid, providing comprehensive wealth management, retirement, and financial planning solutions. LongRunWealth.com. And the Devlin Inn and Suites, Lake Placid, welcoming families, athletes, and groups to the Olympic Village, offering Adirondack mountain views and dog-friendly accommodations. TheDevlinNY.com.
Hey, I'm David Sommerstein. It's Wednesday, February 18th. First up, the details of the massive Micron semiconductor factory north of Syracuse are starting to come into focus. Onondaga residents shared concerns at a public hearing Tuesday about a proposed special sewer district to handle Micron's wastewater. The New York Public News Network's John Smith reports.
The county is considering helping the company by building a new industrial sewer district in Clay. Environmental advocate and Lemoyne College adjunct chemistry professor Don Hughes says directing Micron's wastewater away from the plant is moving in the wrong direction.
Micron's already building an industrial wastewater pretreatment system on their campus. Why don't they just build the whole thing on their campus? There's plenty of space. We got 1,400 acres.
Several speakers complained about the company not disclosing what chemicals it will use. Another speaker, who identified herself as Sue, says those unknowns pose a risk.
So if we don't know what's going into the plant, then we don't know what's coming out of the plant, and then we don't know what's going into the wastewater treatment plant, and we won't know what's coming out of the wastewater treatment plant. So I don't really understand how we can approve a district that's going to have this basically black box.
However, others expressed confidence the company will do the right thing in handling wastewater created during the chip-making process. Marco thinks it's all explained within the final draft environmental impact statement.
I've done this work for over 35 years. Never have I experienced or seen a report that is so thorough and comprehensive that references robust mitigation efforts.
Other speakers expressed concern that the county might become liable if there was a health or contamination issue at county-run sewer districts. The county legislature is accepting comments through March 3rd on the new sewer district proposal. You can email legislature@ongov.net. For the New York Public News Network, I'm John Smith.
Two North Country high school girls hockey teams are heading to the state Frozen Four tournament. On Monday, the Potsdam Sandstoners were tied up 1-1 with Beekmantown and headed into overtime. Halfway through, forward Tessa LaSala passed to fellow 8th grade forward Lexi Hott, who put the puck in the back of the net, securing the team's bid to the state semifinals. The Sandstoners will face the winner of the Section 5 and 6 regional championship on Friday at 3 p.m. at the Utica University Nexus Center. Another North Country girls hockey team will also be there competing for a chance at the state championship. Adirondack United bested East Green Wave last week to earn its 4th straight trip to the high school girls tournament. The team combines students from Corinth, Glens Falls, Hudson Falls, Queensbury, Saratoga, and South Glens Falls. They'll face off against a team they beat earlier this season, the Skaneateles Lakers, on Friday. Puck drop is at 5 p.m. Teaching is a common profession, but teaching almost completely outdoors, that's a whole different ball of wax. In today's North Country at Work story, we take a trip to a school where the classroom is outside and the kids learn through play. Anna Williams-Bergen reports from Essex.
These always almost get forgotten.
Kindergarten teacher Madeline Webster is filling her backpack with the day's necessities.
Cups, bowls, we bring butter and peanut butter for bread day.
Webster works at Lakeside School, a farm and forest-based school and daycare. It's a Waldorf school, which focuses on hands-on, holistic learning. Webster and lead teacher Greg Van Dusen wrangle a class of 11 energetic kids aged 4 to 6. Today is bread day, when the class heads for the woods to cook buns over a bonfire.
I don't like bread day.
Oh, June, you know that's not true. And I know it's
My wolf enemy.
Whoa, you all right, Beetroot? Good morning.
Before it's time to head outside, the students gather in a circle, holding hands.
The sun and the snow turn around, give thanks again. As tall as a tree I stand.
Webster gets the students suited up, pulling snow pants over tiny, kid-sized winter boots. As long as it's above 17 degrees, they'll be outside.
We'll do what we call fireman pants, which is when you keep the boots and trousers connected so they can step into their boots and just pull their trousers up like a fireman who's racing to go. All right, then. We're leaving those sleds here, June.
This is Webster's 4th year teaching kindergarten. She's from London, but she summered in the Adirondacks growing up. She found the Lakeside School when she was 23 years old and searching for her place in the world. She said this school was the answer to what she was looking for. It's the reason she stayed here in the North Country.
It definitely wasn't my plan, but I found my dream job. My friends all my age, I'm 26, and my friends are like, oh, I'm not sure if this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm like, well, I do want to do this for the rest of my life.
It's connected her to this community, to many local farmers who send their kids here. It's given her a work day outside in nature. And then she's done at 3:15, and she's got time to sew or garden, snow days off to ski. Webster says the point of kindergarten is to create an idyllic world for the kids, but it means she gets to live there too.
Like, we want to hold them in the space where they believe the world is good and people are good, because that's what they need at this point in their life. They treat each other with kindness, they treat their environment with kindness, and they have their roles and they know what jobs to do. They know, like, oh, is the bread ready? I can do this. Or do we need firewood? I can come and do this.
So we're like trekking through the woods. It's beautiful. It's really cold, like crisp, clear day, sunny. Kids are all bundled up. It's like a great start to the morning.
We arrive at Mossy Lodge, a makeshift hut in the woods. There's a bonfire going, kids roam the woods playing, and 2 of them spot a bird overhead.
That hawk or red-tailed?
Red-tailed hawk.
This is what they do most of the day. Students sled through the woods, build forts, collect frozen acorns. They're playing and learning independence, cooperation, how to treat the natural world.
We are collecting firewood from some ash tree branches. It is spiky, the top of the ash trees.
We have mittens on because
you bring this to the sled,
the spiky won't hold our hands.
Yeah. Every bread day. There's a lot of firewood collecting, but really every day is firewood collecting, especially in the winter.
Back in Mossy Lodge, students gather in a circle and shape bread dough.
I'm gonna make a donut. I'm gonna make it the right way. I'm gonna make a ball.
One student fills the inside of her dough with flour.
When we put flour in the bread buns, you might take a bite out and only find flour in the middle of your bread, which is not such a yummy thing. So make sure when it's ready to go on the pan, it's shaped into a good bun for eating, right? Because I don't think you want to eat a whole mouthful of flour.
Webster heads out of the lodge to check on the bonfire. She tends to the buns, rotating them back and forth as they cook.
The bread looks yummy.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? They really devour the bread, and it's a lot of times I'm still hungry. It's like, this is but a snack. Like, you are to eat breakfast at your home and eat a goodly breakfast because you need your energy for kindergarten.
We kneel by the bonfire, shuffling occasionally when the wind blows our way. Sparks jump through the air. Webster says this is exactly where she wants to be.
I like my job. What do I like about my job? I like being with children and I like being outside. Okay, what other jobs could I do that tick those same boxes? Like, nothing's like this. Nothing's as good as this.
Webster says she feels taken care of by the school and its community, and it's a joy to give that back as she cares for these children. For North Country Public Radio's North Country at Work project, I'm Anna Williams-Bergen in Essex.
This story is part of North Country at Work's Next Generation project, which highlights stories from the region's young workers. If you have a story in mind, we want to hear it. Just text the word NEXT to 315-978-6277. That's 315-978-6277. You can also email us at work@ncpr.org and someone will get back to you. We have more news all the time on our website, ncpr.org. Music today by Michael Farley of Canton and Dan Duggan of Ballston Spa. I'm David Summerstein, North Country Public Radio.